PK Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy. And now Indiana's starting group. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Wiseman is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. And for Detroit, the backcourt is Cade and Thompson. Santi Aldama out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Ayton finds Cunningham. And Grant sitting at the midway point of the season now. As a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer. Whether it's games of consequence that magnify things or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. To the paint. Stolen by Ayton. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. And time for the power rankings. Latter half of February. Fascinating to see where teams stack up during this part of the season. You look at Indiana. They're knocked out of the top spot, taking a small tumble to number 2.
Well, right now for Detroit, they've used the doubters to fuel their strong showing this season. Game after game, each guy seems to play with a big chip on his shoulder.
Halliburton misses. And so it's Ayton with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, buddy.
Well, guys, after their run to the conference finals last season, the Pacers moved to secure their roster moving forward, re-signing Pascal Siakam and Obi Toppin, and then extending Andrew Nembhard. With a young team that's already shown so much promise, there is upside in staying the course. This team should have some staying power for years to come, guys.
No doubt about it. All right, Shams, appreciate the report.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim, turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Nembhard with it, working on Thompson, goes back up. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Here's Aldama. Mathurin with a rebound. The Pacers have gone 1 of 5 to start things off.
2 minutes.
Halliburton finds Siakam. Kept alive. Wiseman. Soft touch off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Fires for 3. Drops in the 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Thompson in the post. He's guarded by Nembhard. To stop the run, Cunningham. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. And there it is for him. Nembhard's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Thompson's shot is off. Pacers leading by 6. Outside Mathurin. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
You're talking about a sensational athlete. Mathurin is so tough in transition.
There's Cunningham with a 3. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
3-pointer, Halliburton. The rebound by Detroit. This, their first chance to take a look at Indiana this season. And here come the Pacers again. Indiana with the fast break. Nembhard, good. He's got 7.
Assisted by Pascal Siakam.
Aldama with it. Up in time. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
And that does it for the first quarter. Indiana ahead, leading by 5. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Obi Toppin out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Wiseman in at center.
Well, it's hard to stop the lanky Thompson from that club.
And Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you, good stuff there.
Well, you can see Thompson working on his passing and expanding his skill set.
Indiana calls timeout. Stand back in your early coaching days. What was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
First personal foul.
Will stand for the Detroit Pistons. The rebuild continues.
Well, Brian, it's a process that almost every franchise has to go through at one time or another. You just hope players don't feel lost in the shuffle and they keep playing their best basketball.
Pistons trail by 6. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Nembhard. Gobert. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Wiseman.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
First personal foul. Team second.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
That one's good for 2. Payton's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
McConnell with it, picked up by Cunningham. Pass to Mathurin. From deep. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. Mathurin's got 7 points in the game.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch.
The punch from Gobert.
Well, Gobert with the 7'9" wingspan, making it look simple.
Pacers leading by 5. McConnell left side. The Pistons clear it. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Nembhard. 9 points in the game. Toppin outside. Inside. Here's Mathurin. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And one thing Benedict Mathurin has no shortage of is raw athleticism. Now it's just a question of him honing that physical ability to be an effective pro-level player.
Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. And he lobs it up to the rim. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
That That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one, too, assuming his countryman, Victor Wembanyama, doesn't start taking the reins.
Down low. Here's Cunningham. Kate Cunningham with the flush.
Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of.
Thompson with the assist.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half of this one. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. With the drive. And Gobert with the stuff.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Halliburton's checked in for McConnell. Oh, what a move by Cunningham inside.
Great control by Cunningham, showing how dangerous he is with the ball in his hands.
Pacers trail by 4. Oh, they get a hand on it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Thompson right side. And Toppin pulls it down. The Pacers have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Access there denied by DeAndre Ayton.
Aldama left side. From down in the low post, it goes. Aldama's gotten his second bucket. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Pistons on top, up by 4. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForte.
Thanks so much, Rick. What did you think of your team's offensive execution in the first half?
We got to get it moving more. We got to get it driven more. They're very physical. You're trying to run plays. They blow all that stuff up. And so, bottom line with our offense, we got to get some more stops. That'll help our offense.
Defensively?
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the... That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Kate Cunningham.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The backcourt is Cade and Thompson. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Aldama in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
Well, pretty sure Aldama could bring down the standard if he wanted to.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Trailing by 4. Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
Thompson passes to Ayton. Indiana with a rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Siakam, no good. The Pistons lead by 4. To the middle. Soaring above the rim, Cunningham.
Well, Cunningham, offensively, he can hurt you in so many ways, and he's got it all working tonight.
And he's going for the oop here.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. The Pistons have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. There's Cunningham with a 3. Here's Ayton. Here's Gobert. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, Ayton has always been a solid offensive offensive rebounder, and he's got the numbers to back it up.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, that would be fantastic, but it's got to be the names out there that people know.
Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Matherin. It's his first trip to the line. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
They get it back. Second chance effort. The contact not enough to bother Gobert at the rim.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
1:50 left in the third quarter. Here's Nembhard. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set up his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Halliburton misses.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Aldama in the post, defended by Halliburton. And the basket by Aldama.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Halliburton against Cunningham. The kick out to Walker. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And it's good for 2.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And Ayton with the stuff.
Showing why he was selected first overall in the 2018 draft. Ayton looking absolutely dominant right now.
Gobert against Wiseman. Nembhard outside. 6 on the shot clock. James Wiseman, a monster down low.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's Detroit earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back with you shortly. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about physical. It's all about physical. Make sure we're running back. Touch somebody.
Pleading for his team to be more physical and aggressive.
Yeah, it's something we hear often from Coach Carlisle, urging his team to play tough out there.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Obi Toppin. Then there's Benedict Matherin. And it's Wiseman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Russell Westbrook and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Wednesday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at the Heat matchup, that's one that I'm particularly curious about. Should be a fun matchup with the rosters those teams have.
Pass to Wiseman. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Thompson.
Good whistle there.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Shot from 12. Off the left rim and out. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Ayton. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Toppin. Here's Halliburton, and they recover it.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
To the paint. Oh, and Gobert powers it home. And the Pistons lead by 13.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Wiseman. Halliburton for 3, fires in the triple.
Almost like he was sneaking out to the corner. Halliburton is not someone you can lose.
And there's Thompson on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists here tonight.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Halliburton. Thompson with the block.
Well, Thompson not only matches up well defensively, he can turn back shot attempts.
And the three-pointer goes.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Aldama. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pacers trail by 9. And here's Halliburton. Here's Toppin. Nice D from Thompson. 1:10 left in the 4th. And it's Aldama off the drive.
The defense way up on Aldama there. He barely had any room. Hence the whistle.
Some changes for Indiana. Wiseman, he's checked in for Toppin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Down low. Here's Matherin. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
To the inside. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Inside. And that one is hammered home.
And a huge shot from Matherin. This guy has ice water in his veins.
Offensive rebound. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
Just an effective weapon for them on the inside tonight. He was such a reliable option for them on offense with his muscling his way to the basket from the low block.
Boy, we witnessed something special from him, and this crowd will remember it. When a player raises his game to this level, it earns him a lot of new fans. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Matherin with a steal.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Cunningham looking it over. The 3. Hits a three-pointer. And the Pistons lead by 11.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
So we see the Pistons taking the W here.